Eruvin Daf Talik Vav, first email from Dr. Philip Roslavsky. He says, thank you for starting the 8-minute daf again. I miss you between daf 40 and 89. Hashem Yirachem. Welcome back. I use you as my chazara for what I learned in the morning. Thank you for the hard work you put into it. Thanks, Doc. Second email from R Eli from South Africa. Ever since the time change in Eretz Yisrael, I've had to miss the live Zoom share as the new time isn't so suitable. Baruch Hashem for YouTube. I can't thank you enough for facilitating my daily dose of daf, which is always captivating. Your charts, comments, and your way of giving the daf is so inspiring. Your ability to go day by day with such freshness is inspiring, encouraging. Zay Gesund, R Eli. Thank you. So Daf Tzadik Vav is a continuation of Daf Tzadik Hey, where we're discussing what happens if a person finds tefillin on Shabbos. Machlokes in the Mishnah, if he's allowed to save one pair of tefillin at a time or two pairs of tefillin at a time. And there were 5 explanations why. We learned 3 of them, and today we're going to learn 2 additional explanations of what could possibly be the machlokes. So the 4th explanation is that it's possible that everybody agrees that Shabbos is a day that you can wear tefillin, and everybody will agree that mitzvah is lo tzrichas kavana. You don't have to have intent when you do a mitzvah. Machlokes is, but do you have to have intent to be over on the aveira of Bal Tosef? Adding another mitzvah where it's not necessary, you have to have intent. Over here, there's no intent to do a mitzvah. The intent was to save the tefillin. Perhaps you're not over. Or the machlokes is, can you be over on Bal Tosef when it's not even a day to do a mitzvah? You shouldn't be doing the mitzvah that day. So perhaps today, Shabbos, you shouldn't be wearing tefillin. And if you shouldn't be wearing tefillin, then there's no avera Bal Tosef. Or no, maybe there is some sort of mitzvah here, and that's why you're over on Bal Tosef. The Gemara brings a raya from Sukkah and Shmini Atzeres. In Chutz La'aretz, it's a suffix if it's Yantiv or not. On the tzad that it's not Yantiv, you should be over on Bal Tosef. So you see that you're not over, according to the Mandama. Remeir and Yehuda both hold that Shabbos is a day for tefillin. Nighttime is time for tefillin. And therefore, tefillin comes out is not a mitzvah man grama. There's no time that you're not supposed to do the mitzvah. You're supposed to do the mitzvah 365, 7 days a week, 24/7. And therefore, women are mechuyev in the mitzvah. And that's why they can save tefillin. Otherwise, it would be usher for them to save the tefillin. If it's not a mitzvah for them, they can't save it. It would be a burden on Shabbos. Now, Remeir and Rabbi Yehuda both hold that it would be usher for a woman to do smicha, to lean on the animal's head, since the Torah says, "V'samach yadai lashon zachar." It's only for a man, says Rabbi Yehuda. So if a woman feels like doing the mitzvah, she's not allowed to. Now, Rabbi Kiva himself holds that Shabbos is not a time for tefillin. The parsha, one of the parshas in tefillin, the parsha of Kaddish-li, discusses Yetzias Mitzrayim and Pesach. Pasuk Tes talks about tefillin, and Pasuk Yud says, "V'shomarta zachuka azois l'moyada miyamim yemima." And the machlokes, what is this pasuk talking about? You should keep this mitzvah partial, part of the day, miyamim, not all days. So you could say that it's talking about tefillin, the pasuk right before. Don't wear tefillin every day, only 6 days a week, not on Shabbos. Don't wear it 24 hours a day, only during the day, not at night. Rabbi Kiva says no. The pasuk is not referring to tefillin; it's talking about Pesach, the rest of the parsha. Nevertheless, Rabbi Kiva holds that you shouldn't wear tefillin on Shabbos for another reason. It says in the pasuk, tefillin is a ice. It's a sign that you have a relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You keep His Torah mitzvahs. You need a sign. You need to wear tefillin when the day itself doesn't have a sign. But if the day itself has a sign, like Shabbos, you don't wear tefillin. That's why we don't wear tefillin on Shabbos, according to Rabbi Kiva. Just going back to the pasuk, v'shamarta zachuka, v'shamarta, every time it says the word hishomer or v'shamarta, pen or al, it's usually lois asay. But in this case, v'shamarta is an asay, because the pasuk is telling us to keep Pesach. And therefore, the v'shamarta turns into asay, not a lois asay. Very interesting. Michal Bashal, the daughter of Shaul HaMelech, Michal, and the wife of David HaMelech, she used to wear tefillin, and Chacham didn't say anything to her. Yain HaNavi's wife used to be Oilel Regel, which is a mitzvah sasei shazman grama. It's only during Shalosh Regalim. Nobody said anything to her. It's possible, says the Gemara, that they held like Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi holds that although the Torah says the halacha of smicha by a man, but if a woman feels like doing it, she may do so. New sugya. If a person walks in the street and he finds a bundle of tchelas. He can't assume that it was dyed lishma. Perhaps it was dyed to make a garment with it. However, if it looks very similar to tzitzis, it's short and it's woven like tzitzis, then we could assume that was the Dvar Mitzvah, because people are not matriach, they don't go out of their way to make such short strings unless it's for the mitzvah tzitzis. Rav asks a question. In our Mishnah we say that if a person finds a brand new pair of tefillin, perhaps it's not tefillin, perhaps it's an amulet. Why would someone go out of their way and make an amulet the shape of a tefillin? You see that people do go out of their way. And that in fact could be the explanation, the machlokes between Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Meir. If you save a new pair of tefillin, do people go out of their way or not? The fact that Rabbi Zera brought a brisa that says mafurish in the brisa that people are matriach, says Rava, I don't mind the brisa. From the Mishnah is not mashma like that. Have a wonderful day.